This tutorial is part of a YouTube playlist. You can access this and many more of the tutorials in this course. If you do like this YouTube playlist and you want to access the whole course, you can do on Udemy. The link to the YouTube playlist and YouTube course is in the video description. So next up is the product image table. At this point, there isn't necessarily anything new for us to introduce. You may prefer to build this yourself, but let's go ahead now and build the image table. So below the product line, let's go ahead and add our new class. That is going to be the product image table. So we're going to extend from, like we've previously done, nothing new here. So db.models again. And this time the name of the table, let's create the table name. Let's go for product image. Now, ideally, having capitals and spaces is not going to be ideal in this scenario. So do try to use lowercase and to then use the underscore to separate words. So in this case, it will be product image. Now, although it is possible to store the image in the table, we're not actually storing the image in the table. We're going to be storing a URL reference or a URL link to the actual image. So inside of our product image table, we add the primary key as per normal, and then we go ahead and maybe store the alternative text. So this will aid any screen readers that might be utilizing or viewing your page. If you're using this for a website, of course, they can read the alternative text. If the user may be partially sighted or blind, and they can use their screen reader to read out what the image is displaying. So let's go ahead and add a string here. Now, this might not be relevant for an API system, but if it's used for a website, that could potentially be important. So what we're going to do is create a URL equals column and then string. So this is going to hold the URL. This is going to hold the link to the actual image. So the whole idea here is that you return the product line. Product line's associated to a product image. So you grab the product image details related to that product line. And then if this was used, this data was used for the front end, it would then find the URL data and then download that image to the browser so it's then viewable on the page. So next up, we're going to include an order column. Imagine you were to navigate to your shop and you select an individual product. Which image would be shown first? And what order would the images be shown in if you were to flick through the images associated to that product? So this order system provides us the tools to be able to order images in a particular way and provide some sort of hierarchical structure to understand maybe which image should be shown first, or like I said, in what order should the images be shown to the user. So we have an order system. This is going to be a column integer. There we go. And then finally, we have the product underscore line ID. So this is going to be the column with the foreign key. Column is going to be integer as per normal, and then we'd find the foreign key. And then we just need to find where we're pointing to. So that's the product line table, and then the ID in the product line table. So that's the foreign key completed. We might like to return the string representation. If we return an object from this table, it can be then presented in a more understandable way or more presentable way for humans to read. So we're going to return the ID. That's going to allow us to identify the object that's returned. If we are maybe querying the database, we can identify the object via the ID.